Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Thor issue 5. Before I start talking about Thor, just want to give you guys a couple of updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 85, and that's show a review all the comics I read this week in one show. And here are those exclusive comics. We got Justice League United issue 9, Morning Glories issue 43, Batman Eternal issue 45, Captain Marvel issue 12, Future's End, issue 41. All New X-Men, issue 36. And Earth 2 World's End, issue 19. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 85, which is annotated. But let's talk about Thor, issue 5. I've been really enjoying this new Thor series. I've never been a Thor fan, but I think this is very new reader-friendly and gives you kind of both worlds, best of both worlds, because you get the inner monologue of the female Thor, who's pretty much from Earth, it seems like, from her dialogue, and the Asgardian speak, which I'm usually not a fan of, but I think it's a good parallel to each other, or at least good balance, not parallel, but a good balance to each other. Artwork is beautiful. The artist that's usually on Thor was not the artist for this issue, but still really good art. I would say the coloring's a bit dark. I would say if I had to complain anything about the artwork, a bit dark, not muddy at all, just like a little bit lighter would have been nice. But I do really like the art, because usually with the secondary artists, like, will I like it? Because I really like the original artist, especially for the series, but I still think the art worked really well. And then we're getting our regular artist next issue, but I thought this was a good substitute for the first issue 5. Now let's see what's going on with the story. So with this issue, it's kind of the same thing of who is the female Thor and getting no answers to it, but getting little hints there, here and there, who is the new Thor. You know, last issue, regular Thor, he's okay with this female Thor taking over because of what happened last issue, but Odin's like, no, we can't have this female taking over this hammer. We can't have it. So the whole issue is, Odin being upset about it, and then Thor and his mother trying to convince him, no, it's okay. Let her have the hammer. It's not going to work. Odin's getting this whole army to try to find out who the female Thor is. Also, Thor's mother has a little conversation with the female Thor and saying, well, I think you understand the power of the hammer. I wish you luck. But you also have to understand it's not just the hammer that gives you strength. You have to own the name Thor without just the power of the hammer, because you don't know how long you're going to have the hammer for, but maybe you'll have the name Thor for a while. So that's pretty much the whole issue, and I enjoyed it. It was a really solid issue. I like the little clues we get here and there of who this new Thor is, but I do have to go back and subtract a bit from this issue at the same time, because I feel like it's just taking way too long, and I feel, of course, I'm very excited to hear and find out who the new Thor is. It's just like, I think if they revealed it earlier, they could get a lot more meat out of the story. So I do think the mystery is dragging out a bit. That's a bit of a complaint here. Again, the darker art was a little bit of a complaint, but it was a very solid story. There's still some more Thor guesses. So let's talk about that, because I'm sure that's what everyone's doing when they read Thor. It's like, who is the new Thor? I know that's what I'm doing. I'm like, I want to find out. I want to find out. It's this mystery that's killing me, but I want to find the list. So we find out that Sif is not the new Thor, which I don't think any of us thought that because of the inner dialogue. I'm trying to find the list that he has. So he's marking off a list of the people he thinks is the new Thor. And I have a feeling probably somebody on this list is the new Thor. And two guesses that everyone's been thinking. Me personally, Jane Foster, and the other guess is Roz Solomon, who was from the last series, which I didn't read, so I can't really tell you much about her. And that's probably why I want Jane Foster. I'm a little bit more familiar with her character, and I want to see like a kind of I would say human, but Roz Solomon's a human too, but she's part of the government. So I want to see a regular person become Thor. So I think that's why I'm rooting for Jane a bit more. I think another guess to why I think it's Jane, especially in this issue. Last issue was the kiss. I'm like, Jane and Thor had a relationship. So the kiss seemed very, didn't feel like a big thing in a way. Like female Thor, she just kissed him, and it was like, oh my god, I kissed Thor. So it seemed like they kissed before, so I was thinking it could be Jane Foster. And then here, one dialogue portion that I do feel like it could be Jane, because Jane has cancer at the moment. This is my feeling. So the dialogue here says, the more I carry you around, the harder it gets whenever it's time to let you go. I don't know how I feel about that, not to mention what you're doing to my, and my guess is to my cancer, or to my body, because she doesn't have the cancer because she's female Thor and she has a hammer, she has this power. So that's my guess, because it says to my, I think it's cancer. That's my guess, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. But overall, I thought it was a very solid issue. Again, hints there, here and there, good progression with the whole Thor story and him being okay with the female Thor having the hammer. I really like where the story's going. So 4 stars for me for Thor. Please let me know in the comments who you think the female Thor is with some of the hints we got with this issue. So if you guys enjoyed, this is Comic Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links from my comic book, like Father Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.